Hoy tienes mejor aspecto que otros días. Por cierto, ¿sabes qué día es? Es mi cumpleaños. $20 ya. ¿Quién lo diría, no? Supongo que luego iré con José y con estos a celebrarlo. Que me habrán hecho otra fiesta de cumpleaños como siempre. Por cierto, hablando de José, ¿sabes con quién está saliendo? Con Marta. Al final tenías tu razón. Ha tardado 1 año en decirle que le gustaba. De verdad. Qué cagado. Cuando venía para acá me ha llamado tu madre. Me ha dicho que en un rato vendría a hacerte compañía. Me ha pedido también que me asegurara de que las enfermeras te tenían bastante limpio. La verdad es que no me apetece mucho hacerlo. Espero que te tengan aseado, porque cuando tu madre se enfada, da miedo. Te he traído el periódico, como siempre. A ver. Los del Madrid tenéis la liga lista. En cuanto a Fórmula 1, motos y tenis, la verdad es que estamos arrasando.
I first came across Rhino Trade in 1995. I went along with the Metropolitan Police in the raid, and we went into this particular pharmacy. I went underneath the counter and pulled out a metal tin, opened the metal tin, and inside was a rhino horn sitting there in central London, where half of it had been shaved away for medicine. And it was really shocking to have this rhino horn in my hands that had been, you know, not so long ago on the face of a rhino in Africa.
Rhinos are one of the most exploited species by poachers for their horns. A rhino horn is literally worth its weight in gold, making them extremely valuable to poachers who take great risks to go after rhinos and kill them for their horn.
One of the biggest crisis areas we have right now is in the rhino poaching in South Africa. We have seen an explosion in poaching of rhinos in South Africa, 5,000% increase since 2007. It's unbelievable. We've never seen that kind of trend and massive change. And this is in a country that has had great success until recently with rhino conservation. So we have to be extremely concerned about other countries that are much less well equipped to deal with these problems.
A few years back, Zimbabwe lost a quarter of its rhino population within just a few short years. Kenya has lost a number of rhinos as well.
For Sumatran rhinos, we only really have about 4 locations where there's a hope of saving the species. And for Javan rhinos, we just have one site in Java where Javan rhinos actually survive. And there's none in captivity. And really, you can't get much more on the edge of extinction than that. Every single rhino is under threat from poaching at the moment.
What has emerged in recent years is a rumor, a myth in Vietnam, that rhino horn can be used to cure cancer. We've also heard rumors of rhino horn being used in things like curing hangovers as well. So as a result, we've seen demand for rhino horn in Vietnam skyrocket.
Reputable universities that study Asian medicine, some of which are tremendously effective, have never shown that rhino horn, which is just really finely compacted hair, has any medicinal value.
If anybody is out there curious about the effect of rhino horn, they can simply chew on their hair or their fingernails. It's exactly the same effect.
If anything, this is harmful to people's health because someone takes the rhino horn medicine instead of getting real treatment. Rhino horn is never that. It's nothing but a waste of money, but it's making a lot of people rich, and rhinos are dying all over Africa because of it.
I think people don't understand how many animals are killed and how savagely they're killed. I mean, it's just slaughter of the worst sort. I mean, rhino killed, its horns cut off. And brutality, there's no other way to describe it, just brutality.
I had a rhino horn trader who said, well, the rhino dies and someone picks up the horn, I'm not doing any harm. And it wasn't disingenuous. He really didn't understand that now rhinos have to have 24/7 protection, and that they're being killed, and not only them, but even the rangers protecting them are being killed because of the demand for rhino horn.
This is such organised crime and such high value crime. It's the same people doing this sort of crime as a smuggling, human smuggling, drug smuggling, guns, and that can lead to all sorts of direct violence.
So we just have this escalating demand, weak institutions, and countries need help if they're going to be able to hold the line and protect their wildlife.
In order to address this problem successfully, we need action at all levels. We need it globally with better coordination and commitments to law enforcement. We need political action with global leaders making this a serious crime. We need action on the ground with frontline enforcement brigades. We need action in consumer countries to reduce demand. We need regular people to help raise awareness.
What the average person can do is to make sure everybody they know, they interact with, knows that buying rhino horn, using rhino horn is just unacceptable. It doesn't matter which country you live in, it's still an issue, and everyone needs to know that this is socially unacceptable everywhere in the world.
What we need to do is have people understand that these things aren't a cure for cancer. These are things that need to belong on that rhino, and that if they're wiped out, it's going to make a massive mark on society. We are going to need to be held responsible for future generations. Why didn't we save the rhino? Why didn't we protect these species? And I think that we have to take a stand now. So we're asking people to join us in that stand, and we just hope that people watching this will actually do that with us.
Las empresas se oponían a la regulación de los alimentos en las escuelas. ¿Sí? Coca-Cola decía que esto era anticonstitucional e incluso todo el sector empresarial en un país con unos niveles de obesidad impresionantes, donde se presentaba el mayor crecimiento de sobrepeso y obesidad infantil en todo el mundo de manera conjunta, ¿no? Las empresas iban en contra de que el Estado pudiera regular y garantizar alimentos saludables en las escuelas. En ese proceso, el poder del consumidor nos constituimos como la voz de la sociedad civil, ¿no? Presionando y invitando a que la gente se pronunciara a favor de esto, y empezamos una campaña para que profesionistas, padres de familia, maestros, directivos de escuela se pronunciaran a favor de la regulación. El proceso de presión sobre la publicidad dirigida a niños, que ahí viene una pequeña regulación, la presión que hemos hecho sobre los etiquetados. Pues lo que estamos ganando es la primera política pública que se muestra un poco más integral de combate al mayor problema de salud pública de este país, que es la obesidad y la diabetes, y que la diabetes costó en el sexenio pasado 500,000 de muertos en 6 años. Entonces en eso estamos ganando en modificar ese ambiente que es el que genera la epidemia de obesidad. Necesitamos educación, sí, no, pero el tema de una epidemia no se resuelve a través de promover decisiones individuales, que son importantes. Esta epidemia de obesidad y diabetes la está generando una cuestión ambiental, ¿no? Que tiene que ver con la publicidad, con la presencia de estos productos. Hay que vigilar el cumplimiento, pero hay que empujar a que estas regulaciones sean más estrictas y más fuertes.